Yeah, but you've got an awful lot of work in your back pocket before you took this on.
I don't think I would have done it. I couldn't have done it if I hadn't done the stuff I'd done.
Your choice might seem to be very eclectic. You've been in some wonderful stuff.
I don't know if eclectic is a good word, is it?
I believe it. We'll change it. We'll redub this bit.
No,
the choice of being extraordinary.
Haphazard, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Some of the stuff we're doing in this, in terms of the big stunt effect sequences, are only going to be a precursor to what is going to follow in the next generation of Bond movies.
Your character in Bond is called Jinx, and they're actually thinking of spinning off and maybe having a movie about you, Jinx.
Yeah, they are.
What about playing the fifth time? Is that on the cards?
Well, they've invited me back, and I've said yes, so it looks like there'll be a fifth. I was wondering why the door closed on me. I thought everything was going so well. You know, come back. They said come back. And then...
Michael and Barbara, there's been an awful lot of publicity about this great worldwide search and so on. Fill us in on the truths and the myths.
Wanting to do Casino Royale, which is the first of the Fleming books, and it's really Bond's first mission. It wasn't until a few years ago that we acquired the rights, and now we have the opportunity. So we want to do it the right way, and I think it requires a different approach than we've done in the past. And as you know, we had some film tests, and in the end, we chose Daniel.
Big sense of responsibility, more than 40 years into this famous franchise.
Yeah, but I've just got to step up to the plate and deal with it.
Right, open for questions now.
Looking at the legacy of Bond, Roger Moore, Sean Connery, now it's sort of sunken in. How do you...
Not yet, no.
No, but how do you feel? I mean, looking at what's gone before, you must kind of feel, do you feel pressurised? Do you feel nervous about it? What?
All those things, but I mean, it's a sort of responsibility, but it's also a huge adventure. So I want to, get as much out of it as I can.
Do you want to make your own mark?
Oh yeah, obviously.
You cheeky bugger.
He starts off really having come out of having just earned his 00 stripes, and by the end of the movie, he becomes the Bond that we all recognise, we all know and love, and so this will be tougher and grittier.
Oh, dearie me.
But I mean, I've got a big pair of shoes to step into now.
I'm just checking on your TV residuals. They're still robbing us blind.
Yes?
You're still the right choice. You see what I'm saying? What are you prepared to do?
From the moment we decided we were going to make Casino Royale, obviously the biggest challenge was trying to find an actor who could play James Bond at the beginning of his career as a 00.
Being able to recast the part, reinvent Bond from time to time. That's pretty much what's happened with every change in casting. We've spent about a year and a half, 2 years looking for someone, looked at over 200 people. He was the only one we offered the film to.
Are you going to be dyeing your hair? Because in the publicity photo looks darker.
It looks, I think it's the lighting, that's all. That's me.
So you're going to be blonde?
I think so.
Well, remember that now is the dangerous time. So get ready for the backlash.
Rumour has it that you had some words of encouragement from Pierce Brosnan, is that true?
Danny, Danny, Danny with the large white fanny.
We've spoken.
I am declaring war on this crisis of the spirit. It is as evil as any cancer we will find. I'm asking each of you now to light a spark in your heart, a spark that will grow into a mighty flame that will chase away this darkness and bring on the light.
They're a tough audience, that's for sure. I found that out. But, you know, I think that's to do with the passion that they feel about it and the connection that they feel.
We've seen it, in just about every Bond course, they all pass judgment.
You know, when Sean Connery was hired, everyone said, oh, disaster, because it wasn't David Niven.
You know, it's so nasty to say that he can't act because he's blonde. What the fuck is that, you know?
We must fight this evil. We will fight this evil.
A lot of the Bond themes are discovered, so it has to be, because we're making a James Bond movie.
And now the new 007 officially has his Bond girl. French actress Eva Green is Craig's co-star in Casino Royale.
She is the woman that places the biggest mark upon Bond, the character, for his whole life.
Since this is Casino Royale, the first book that Ian Fleming wrote, that makes you, after 21 movies, the very first Bond girl.
This is the Bond villain for 2006 for this specific film, and it will change again.
The important thing about Bond is that we have action sequences that excite the audience, and it takes a lot of work.
Daniel Craig apparently lost 2 teeth
I
while
read
he...
that this morning.
The audience, you know, they still like to see somebody taking a risk. People respect that, rather than a big blue screen with it all cheated and digitally put in.
The script as it stands now does not have either pure money in it.
What are you going to do to make it attractive to kids, a new generation of Bond lovers?
How are you going to make your Bond different?
How do you attempt to approach it? What is going to be your philosophy?
Why are you the ideal 21st century Bond?
How many Bond movies are you going to make, Daniel?
I'm contracted for 3.
Honestly, when you knew you got the role, have you practiced any of Bond's lines?
My name?
Bond? What the hell are you up to?
Resurrection.
Who is it?
My
007.
name is Matt.
You explain.
Fields.
Best friend.
We have people everywhere. Skyfall.
Christ, I missed the Cold War.
James Bond.